Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man, if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please go to isubk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're...
Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahushua Brakathum to all the Akim, Yahweh Shema Alatham, Bashem Yahushua to all the sisters. This is the Baltimore Sabbath Service. We're going to hop right into it this today. We're going to pick up from where we left off last week. As you know, if anybody new to the channel, you see what I'm saying, what we do is we go over the scriptures, we read in Hebrew, and then we follow up in English. You see what I'm saying? This is something that was customary in ancient Israel. You see what I'm saying? When we on the Sabbath day, the priest would lay out the law. You see what I'm saying? Reading over the scriptures and stuff like that. So this is just another tradition that we've been keeping. This is part of our culture, you understand? So we're going to be picking up in the book of Numbers. We're going to start in chapter 3, and we're going to go from verses 31 through 37. We're going to do it in the Hebrew first, and then we're going to do it in the English. Numbers chapter 3, verse 31. Wamashamartham, Ha'aron, Wahashalakan, Muhammad Nara, Muhammad Zabak, Muhammad Zabakta, Wakalia, Hakwadash, Ashar, Yasharathwa, Wahamasak, Wakal, Ibadathwa, verse 32. When Nashia, Nashiya'awa, Nashiya'aya, Halawiyah, Ala Izar, Mun, Aharon, Hakahan, Fakudah, Shamaria, Mashamarat, Hakudash, verse 33. Lamararia, Mashapakat, Hamakolia, Wamashapakat, Hamawashia, Allah, Mashapakat, Mararia, verse 34. Wapakwat Yaham, Wamasapar, Kal, Zakar, Mabun, Kadash, Wama'ila, Shashat, Alapium, Wama'athium, verse 35. Wanashya'a, Bayah, Abba, Lamashapaka, Mararia, Tazawaya'al, Bun, Abiyakayal, Al, Yarak, Hamashakan, Yakanwa, Tazapana, verse 36. Wapa Wadath, Mashamara, Bunya, Mararia, Wadath, Horashia, Hamashakan, Wabaryak Yawa, Wa'aimad Yawa, Wa'adan Yawa, Wakal Yawa, Wakal, Ibadathwa, verse 37. Wa'aimadia, Hakatazar, Sabayah, Wa'adan Yaham, Wayatad, Yaham, and that's it. All right, again, we're going to be reading this in English now. Numbers chapter 3, verses 31 through 37 in the English. In their change, verse 31, in their charge shall be the ark and the table, and the candlestick, and the altars, and the vessels of the sanctuary, wherewith they minister in hanging, and all of the service thereof. Verse 32. And Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the priest, shall be chief over the chief of the Levites, and have the oversight of them that keep the charge of the sanctuary. Verse 33. Of Merari was the family of the Mahalites, and the family of the Mushites. These are the families of Merari. Verse 34. And those that were numbered of them, according to the number of all the males from a month old and up, was 6,200. And the chief of the house of the father of the families of Merari was Uriel, and the son of Abihal. These shall pitch on the side of the tabernacle northward. Verse 36. And under the custody in charge of the sons of Merari shall be the boards of the tabernacle, and the bars thereof, and the pillars thereof, and the sockets thereof, and the vessels thereof, and all that serveth thereto. Verse 37. And the pillars of the court round about, and their sockets, and their pins, and their cords. That's it. Yeah, so if you what we pretty much will be going into is like the duties of the priest. You see what I'm saying? Like the Most High is very specific on how he wants things, where he want people. You see what I'm saying? And that's what we're getting into right now. So we're going to be reading Numbers chapter 3, verse. Let me know if anybody on the chat and stuff like that too. Numbers chapter 3, verse 38 through 44. We're going to do it in the Hebrew, then in the English. Numbers chapter 3, verse 38. Wahakanyam, Lapunya, Hamashakan, Wadama, Lapunya, Aho, Mawa'ai, Mazaraka, Masha, Wa'aharan, Wabanyawa, Shamario, Mashamara, Hamakwadash, Lamashamara, Banya Yasha'ala, Wahazar, Hakarab, Yawamath, verse 39, Kal, Pakowadya, Halawayam, Ashar, Quad, Mashah, Wa'aharan, Al, Bayad, Yahweh, Lamashapakath, Lamashapaktham, Kal, Zakar, Mabun, Kadash, Wama'ila, Shanyam, Wa'isharyam, Allah, verse 40, Wa'yamar, Yahweh, Al, Mashah, Paquad, Kal, Bakar, Zakar, Labunya, Yasha'ala, Mabun, Kadash, Wama'ila, Washa'ah, Wasapar, Shamatham, verse 41. Wala Kwakta, Halawayam, Laya, Anya, Yahweh, the Kal, Bakar, Babunya, Yasha'ala, Wa'ah, Bahamath, Halawayam, the Kal, Bakawar, Bahamath, Bunya, Yasha'ala, verse 42. Waya Paquad, Mashah, Ka'ashar, Tazawa, Yahweh, Athwa, Kal, Bakar, Babunya, Yasha'ala, verse 43. Wayahaya, Kal, Bakawar, Zakar, Ramasapar, Shamawa, Mabun, Kadash, Wama'ila, Lapaquat Yaham, Shanyam, Wa'isharyam, Allah, Shamashah, Washabayam, Wama'athyam, verse 44, Wa'yadabar, Yahweh, Al, Mashah, La'amar, and that's it.
You got some people checking in.
Go. We're going to be reading in the English, Numbers chapter 3, verses 38 through 44. Numbers chapter 3, verse 38. But those that encamp before the tabernacle towards the east, even before the tabernacle of the congregation eastward, shall be Moses and Aaron and his sons, keeping the charge of the sanctuary for the charge of the children of Israel. And the stranger that cometh nigh shall be put to death. Verse 39. All that were numbered of the Levites, which Moses and Aaron numbered at the commandment of the Lord, throughout their families, all the males from a month old and up were 22,000. Verse 40. And the Lord said unto Moses, number all the firstborn of the males of the children of Israel from a month old and upward, and take the number of their names. Verse 41. And thou shalt take the Levites from me. I am the Lord. Instead of all the firstborn among the children of Israel and the cattle of the Levites, instead of the firstlings among the cattle of the children of Israel. Verse 42. And Moses numbered as the Lord commanded him, all the firstborn among the children of Israel. Verse 43. And all the firstborn males by the number of names for a month old and upward of those that were numbered of them were 22,203 score and 13. Verse 44. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, all right, so we're going to be reading Numbers chapter 3, verses 45 through 40. It's like verses 45 through 51 in the Hebrew. Numbers chapter 3, verse 45. Quak, Halawayam, the Kath, Call, Wakawur, Wabunya, Yasha'ala, Wa'ah, Wahamah, Halawayam, the Ka, Wahamatham, Wahayawa, Bayah, Halawayam, Anya, Yahweh, verse 46. Wa'ah, put away Yaya, Hashalashah, Wahashabayam, Wahama'athim, Ha'adabyam, Al, Halawayam, Mabakawar, Bunya, Yasha'ala, verse 47. Walakwakta, Kamashah, Shakwolio, Lagala, Galaf, Bashakwol, Hakwadash, the Kwak, Asharia, Korah, Hashakwol, verse 48. Wanathatha, Hakasa, La Aharon, Walabunyua. Put a wayaya, Ha'idapyam, Bahum, verse 49. Wayakwak, Mashah, Kasa, Hapadayawa, Hapadyawam, Ma'a, Ha'adapyam, Al, put a wayaya, Halawayam, verse 50. Ma'a, Bakawar, Bunya, Yasha'ala, Lakwak, Hakasa, Kamashah, Washashyam, Washalash, Ma'awa, Wa'ala, Washakwal, Hakwadash, verse 51. Wayathan, Mashah, Kasa, Hapadyam, La Aharon, Walabunyua, Al, Payah, Yahweh, Kashar, Tazawa, Yahweh, Mashah, and that's it. All right, so we're going to read Numbers chapter 3, verses 45 through 51. We're going to be reading that in the English. Numbers chapter 3, verse 45. Take the Levites instead of all the firstborn among the children of Israel, and the cattle of the Levites instead of their cattle, and the Levites shall be mine. I am the Lord. Verse 46. And for those that are to be redeemed of the 203 score and 13 of the firstborn of the children of Israel, which are more than Levites. Verse 47. Thou shalt even take 5 shekels apiece by the pole, after the shekel of the sanctuary shall take them. The shekel is 20 gerahs. Verse 48. And thou shalt give the money wherewith the odd number of them is to be redeemed unto Aaron and to his sons. Verse 49. And Moses took the redemption money of them that were over and above them that were redeemed by the Levites. Verse 50. Of the firstborn of the children of Israel took he the money, 1,365 shekels after the shekel of the sanctuary. All right, so it's important to know. So the Most High is putting everybody in that place and stuff like that. Separate. Putting different tribes, different places. As it was customary. The Levites, that was the Most High's portion. They didn't inherit no land. So because they didn't inherit the land, you see what I'm saying? The rest of the tribes, when they paid tribute to the Lord, to the Most High, the tithes and things of that nature, it went to the Levites to sustain them, to take care of them. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we're getting into. Verse 51. And Moses gave the money of them that were redeemed unto Aaron and to his sons according to the word of the Lord, as the Lord commanded Moses. All right, so moving on, we're going to hop over to Numbers chapter 4. We're going to read verses 1 through 7. We're going to do it in the Hebrew and then in English. Mind you, a lot of these that we get into is just the duties of different nations, different tribes, according to their house and things of that nature. So this is the organizational part of it. You see what I'm saying? Just like, you may have a brother in here who has a department. You see what I'm saying? In this department, you got to do X, Y, and Z. You got to make sure that this is done. You over here, you got this department. You got to make sure this is done. This is the Lord giving it to the families. You see what I'm saying? So we just gonna follow along. And once you in the UPK, you understand how we do things. It makes more sense when you read these scriptures on how the Lord is giving certain tasks to certain families, to certain people. You see what I'm saying? So Numbers chapter 4, verse 1. Wayadabar Yahweh all Mashah wa all Aharon La'amar, verse 2. Nasha'ah Ra'ash Manya Waha Maha Matawaka Manya Lawaya Lamashapak them Lawaya Abatham, verse 3. Baman, Shalashim, Shana, Wama'ila, Wa'ai, Bun, Kamashium, Shana, Kal, Ba'a, Lataza Ba'a, La Aishawa, Mala'aka, Ba'ahal, Mawa'ai, verse 4. Wa'a, Ibada, Banya, Waha, Ba'ahal, Mawa'ai, Quadash, Hamakwadashim, verse 5. Waba'a, Aharon, Wabanyawa, Banasai, Hamakana, Wahawarad, Baraka, Hamasaka, Wakasa, Baha, Aharon, Haran, Ha'ada, verse 6. Wanathanwa, Aliwa, Kasapya, Kasawaya, Iwar, the Kash, Oparashwa, Bagad, Kalyat, Kalayal, the Kala, Malama Ila, Washamwa, Badiwa, verse 7. Wa'al, Shalakan, Hapunyam, Yaparashwa, Bagad, Takala, Walathanwa, Aliwa, Hakwa Irath, Wa'ah, Hakapa, Wa'ah, Hamanak, Hamanakya, Wa'ah, Kwashawa, Hanasak, Walakam, Athamayad, Aluwa, Yahaya, and that's it. All right, so we're going to read Numbers chapter 4, verses 1 through 7. It says, and the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, verse 2, take the sum of the sons of Kohath from among the sons of Levi. So the sons of Kohath, they are Levites. So he's taking that family from the Levites and going to get them to duty. After their families by the house of their fathers, verse 3, from 30 years old and upward, and even until 50 years old, all that enter into the host to do the work in the tabernacle of the congregation. Verse 4, they shall be the servants of the sons of Kohath in the tabernacle of the congregation about the most holy things. Verse 5, and when the camp setteth forward, Aaron shall come and his sons, and they shall take down the covering veil and cover the ark of the testimony with it. Verse 6, and shall put thereon the covering of badger skin, and shall spread over it a cloth wholly of blue, and shall put in the staves thereof. Verse 7, and upon the table of showbread they shall spread a cloth of blue, and put thereon the dishes and the spoons and the bowls and the covers to cover withal, and the continual bread shall be thereon. All right, so we in Numbers chapter 4, verses 8 through 14 in the Hebrew. Numbers chapter 4, verse 8. Waparashwa, Aliyaham, but God, the Wala Ith, Shanya, Wakaswa, Atwa, Wamakasa, I wore the Kash, was Shumwa, Badiwa, verse 9. Wala Kwakwa, but God, the Kala, Wakaswa, Manara, Hama Awar, Wa'at, Narakya, Wa'at, Malakwakya, Wa'at, Makathakya, Wa'at, Kalya, Shamana, Shar, Yasharathwa, Laham, verse 10. Wanathanwa, Atha, Wa'at, Kalya, Makasa, I wore the Kash, Wanathanwa, Al, Hamawat, verse 11. Wa'al, Mazabak, Hazabak, Yaparashwa, but God, the Kalath, Wakaswa, Athwa, Wamakasa, Wa'ai, the Kash, was Shumwa, Badua, verse 12. Walakwakwa, Kalya, Hasharah, Ashar, Yasharathwa, Bama, Bakwadash, Hanathanwa, Al, Bagad, the Kalath, Wakaswa, our thumb, Wamakasa, Iwad, the Kash, Wanathanwa, Al, Hamawat, verse 13. Wadashanwa, Hamazabak, Waparashwa, Aliwa, Bagad, Aragaman, verse 14. Wanathanwa, Aliwa, Kalyawa, Ashar, Yasharathwa, Aliwa, Baham, Hamakatha, Hamazalagath, Wa'ah, Hayayim, Wa'ah, Hamazarakwath, Kalya, Hamazabak, Waparashwa, Alyawa, Kasawaya, Wa'at, it's like I wore the Kash, was Shumwa, Badua, and that's it. All right, so we're going to be reading Numbers chapter 4, verses 8 through 14 in the English. Numbers chapter 4, verse 8. And they shall spread upon them a cloth of scarlet, and cover the same with a covering of badger skin, and shall put in the stave thereof. Verse 9. And they shall take a cloth of blue, and cover the candlestick of the light in his lamps, and his tongues, and his stuffing, and his snuff dishes, and all the old vessels thereof, wherewith they minister unto it. Verse 10. And they shall put it in the vessels, in all the vessels, within a covering of badger skin, and shall put it on a bar, upon a bar. Verse 11. And upon the golden altar they shall spread a cloth of blue, and cover it with a covering of badger skin, and shall put to the staves thereof. Verse 12. And they shall take all the instruments of ministry wherewith they minister in the sanctuary, and put them in a cloth of blue, and cover them with a covering of badger skin, and shall put them on a bar. Verse 13. And they shall take away the ashes from the altar, and spread a purple cloth therein. Verse 14. And they shall put upon it all the vessels thereof, wherewith they minister about it, even the censers, the fleshers, and the shovels, and the basins, all the vessels of the altar, and they shall spread upon it a covering of badger skin, and put to the staves of it. This is telling you, if you never knew how detailed the Most High is, the Most High is very detailed, very meticulous about what he wants, how he wants it done. You see what I'm saying? This is spiritual, because here's the thing, that we can see that the Most High is so meticulous and so, detail oriented when it comes to, things concerning.
I think I'm not sure if it's a sister. It's somebody else. So it's a sister, but she's pulling on the door.
Go check.
I can't recognize who it is.
Just check it. If you don't recognize the show.
It looked like she might be for his. It looked like she dialing the phone.
All right. Go ahead, check it. Just leave this door. Listen, man. You go down there. If it ain't for us, just don't open it. Yeah, so this is the Most High is so meticulous about the things when it comes to setting the sanctuary up. How meticulous should we be in our spirit and our walk with him? You see what I'm saying? Like, everything that we do has a purpose. Everything that we do has structure to it. You see what I'm saying? Like, we got to pay that much more detail to serving the Lord, what the Lord wants from us, and what are we doing in our own lives. You see what I'm saying? So this is a perfect example of how structured and detailed the Most High is. That's what we're going over right now. All right, so if I could, we're going to be in Numbers chapter 4, verses 15 through 21 in the Hebrew. Numbers chapter 4, verse 15. Wakala, Aharon, Wabanyaba, Lakasa, Hakodash, Wa'at, Kaulia, Hakodash, Banasai, Hamakada, Wa'akaria, Kan, Yaba'awa, Bunya, Waha, Lasha'a, Wala'a, Yagaiwa, Hakodash, Wamathwa, Allah, Masha'a, Bunya, Waha, Ba'ahol, Wa'ai, verse 16. Wapadah, Ala Izar, Bun, Aharon, Hakahun, Shaman, Hama Awar, Watara, Asamayam, Omanaka, Atamayad, Shaman, Hamashaka. They should answer. Mashaman, Hamashaka, Hakuda, Call, Hamashakan, Wakal, Ashar, Wa, Bakudash, Wabakal, verse 17. Waydabar, Yahweh, all Mashah, all Aharon, La'amar, verse 18. All the Kariyahwa, Shabbat, Mashapaka, Aquahatia, Matawak, Halawayum. Verse 19 was a Eshwa, Lahum, Wakayawa, Wala Yamathwa, Magashadam, Badash, Hakodash, Kodashium, Aharon, Wabundiwa, Yaba'awa, Ayash, it's like Yaba'awa, Ashamwa, our thumb, Ayash, Al, Abadathwa, or all, Masha'awa, verse 20, Wala Yaba'awa, Lara Awa, Kabalai, Akwadash, Wamathwa, verse 21, Way the bar, Yahweh, Al, Mashallah, Amon. And that's it. All right, so we're going to be reading in English. We in Numbers, the book of Numbers, chapter 4, verses 15 through 21 in the English. Numbers chapter 4, verse 15. And when Aaron and his sons had made an end of covering the sanctuary and all the vessels of the sanctuary as the camp is to set forward, after that the sons of Kohath shall come to bear it, but they shall not touch any holy thing, lest they die. These things are the burden of the sons of Kohath in the tabernacle of the congregation. You know, it's certain rules that we have here in the UPK. You see what I'm saying? Like, and it's for reasons. You see what I'm saying? Like, the Most High said, like, even though these were sons of Aaron, these were Levites. And the Most High said that they cannot touch these, they cannot touch certain things unless they die. You know, we got a rule that no troopers, unless for the Sabbath service and stuff like that, but no troopers are to be handling the priestly, the vessels and things of that nature. You know, this is for the priests. You see what I'm saying? These it's reasons we have these rules. Real? Verse 16. And to the office of Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the priest, pertain of the oil for the light, and the sweet incense, and the daily meat offering, and the anointing oil, and the oversight of all the tabernacle, and of all that is it, and of all that therein is in the sanctuary, in the vessels thereof. Verse 17. And the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, verse 18, cut ye not off the tribe of the families of the Kohathites from among the Levites. Verse 19, but thus do unto them that they may live and not die. When they approach unto the most holy things, Aaron and his sons shall go in and appoint them every one to his service and to his burden. Verse 20, but they shall not go in to see when the holy things are covered, lest they die. Verse 21, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, all right, so we're going to be wrapping it up with these next couple verses. We're going to be in the book of Numbers, chapter 4. We're going to be reading verse 22 through 28. We're going to do it in the Hebrew first and then in the English. Numbers, chapter 4, verse 22. Nasha'ah, Ra'ash, Bunya, Garashawan, Gum, Amab, Lapaya, Abatham, Amashapakatham, verse 23. Mabun, Shalashim, Shana, Mama Ayla, Bun, Kamashium, Shana, the wa Atham, Kal, Haba'a, Tazaba'a, La Ibad, Ibada, Ba'aho, Mawa'ai, verse 24. Za'ah, Ibada, Mashapaka, Hagarashanya, Hagarashanya, La Ibad, Wala Masha'ah, verse 25. Wala Sha'awa, Yaraya'ith, Hamashakan, Aho, Mawa'ai, Makasa Hawa, Wamakasa, Wamakasa, Atakash, Ashar, Alwa, Malama Aila, Wa'a, Masaka, Patha, Aho, Mawa'ai, verse 26. Wa'a, Walaya, Hakatazar, Wa'a, Masaka, Pathak, Sha'ar, Hakatazar, Ashar, Al, Hamashakan, Wa'al, Hamazabah, Sabaya, Wa'al, Mayathar Wa'al, Kalya, Ibadathum, Ibadathum, Wa'al, Kal, Ashar, Ya'isha, Laham, Wa'ibadwa, verse 27, Al, Baya, Aharon, Bunywa, the Haya, Kal, Ibadah, Bunya, Agarashanya, Lakal, Masha'am, Bulakal, Ibadathum, Bupakudat, Bupakwatum, Alaham, Bumashamara, Kal, Masha'am, verse 28, Sa'ah, Ibadah, Mashapaka, Bunya, Agarashanya, Ba'ahol, Mawa'ai, Wamashamaratham, Bayad, Ayathamar, Bun, Aharon, Akahan, and that's it. All right, so we in Numbers chapter 4, verses 22 through 28. We're gonna read it in English. So we just went through the here it is. The Lord is pretty much breaking down. You know, he's dealing with the Levites right now, and in certain families of the Levites, he just was dealing with the Kohathites, and you know, pretty much gave them their duties, what they are to do, what they are not to do. And then we're gonna get into the Gershonites and say, take also, verse 22, take also the sons of the sum of the sons of the Gershon throughout the houses of their fathers by their families. Verse 23, from 30 years old and upward until 50 years old shalt thou number them all that enter into to perform the service, to do the work in the tabernacle of the congregation. Verse 24, this is the service of the families of the Gershonites, to serve in for burdens. Verse 25, and they shall bear the curtains of the tabernacle, and the tabernacle of the congregation his covering, and the covering of the badger skin that is above upon it, and the hanging for the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. Verse 26, and the hangings of the court, and the hanging for the door of the gate of the court, which is by the tabernacle and by the altar round about, and their cords, and all in the instruments of their service, and all that is made for them, so they shall serve. Verse 27, at that appointment of Aaron and his sons shall be all the service of the sons of the Gershonites, and all the burdens and in all the service, and ye shall appoint unto them in charge all their burdens. Verse 28. This is the service of the families of the Gershon in the tabernacle of the congregation, and their charge shall be under the hand of Ithamar, the son of Aaron the priest. You understand? And what this is the Lord is just pretty much giving you, like, when you read this, it helps you understand what's going on in UPK. You see what I'm saying? So you have a family this is your duty. This is the man that's above you. He's the one that's going to direct you and guide you and stuff like that. It's the same as what you say in UPK, you feel? All right, so that wraps up the reading portion of the Sabbath service. This time I'm Madium. Just myself. Stay safe. Like Yashala. This time, everybody, and Mariam walk the yard with them, which means right face to eat. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew and then in the English. The Lord's Prayer, Abinah, Shabbat Shemayim, Without, Hayah, Shimka, Yahweh, Malakwaska, Daba'ah, Zaka, Haya, Aisha, Ba'araza, Kawa, Haya, Bashemaya, the thunder now, the come, call, you won't, what's a locking now, come a walking now, that's a locking now, come a walking now, Wala, Dalia now, Manasaya one, a ball, I'm shy now, my young, ride, Haya, Laka, I'm a Lachwa, Waha'ala, Wahata Amon. And in the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debts. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Sister Yashadi, let's see. This is going to conclude the service. The Israel Walker's salute. The Israel Live Shabbat. Imadi. Rock. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Rock. Dub. Eddie Matah. Saw which may turn. Sister Imadi. Men of Israel will give us one courtesy salute to the system. Men of Israel Live Shabbat. Imadi. Rock. Yahweh Shema Alathan by Hashem Yahushua. Yahweh Shema Alathan by Hashem Yahushua. Yahweh Yadi Matah. Class dismissed. And that's so quick.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isubk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West.